a closer eye on those results that we just got out of Netflix. Those shares oscillating between gains and losses, now down about 2%. A big beat on the top and bottom line. Margins also did widen, though we did see cash flow on hand actually go down just a tad here. And the guidance going forward, I thought it was relatively encouraging. Let's ask Geetha Ranganathan what she thought of it. She's a Bloomberg intelligence analyst who covers this stock for us. Geetha, were you not impressed by what we saw?
I was pretty impressed, Romaine. I think the big number that we were really looking for, of course, was the 2Q numbers, which all came in well above expectations. But I think investors are super focused on the revenue guide. And they did, as expected, they did raise the revenue guide. So it's up from 13%. They had initially projected 13% growth for the full year. Now it's up to about 15%, $45 billion at the midpoint. And then again, operating margin also, they took it up a tad bit. But I think that might be a source of a little bit of a disappointment. I think a lot of people expecting over 30% operating margin guide, up from 29%. So that might be why the shares are oscillating a little bit. And then again, you have free cash flow. They raised that as well, a little bit modestly. But all in all, nothing to be disappointed about here.
Nothing to be disappointed about. But as you mentioned, that increased full year revenue forecast, which on the face of it looks incredible, the company did say it was mostly due to US dollar depreciation. So it's kind of something that's out of its control. So to that extent, does it diminish what Netflix has managed to achieve here?
I don't think so. I mean, I think going into this quarter, as well as for the full year, we kind of expected some of these FX tailwinds to come in. Also, remember, this is the first full quarter, Scarlett, that they've had the price increases. So obviously, we're seeing that revenue momentum also build, and we're going to continue to keep seeing that through the year. The newsletter also mentioned something about, their ad product, and we've seen them kind of debut their Netflix ad suite, which is their own proprietary ad platform. So again, we're going to have to wait for the call to get some more color on how exactly their ad business is building out. But from all the initial signs, it looks like that is growing as well. So I think as far as all the catalysts and all the levers are concerned for the Netflix growth story, those are pretty much in place as of now.
What do you think, Geetha, of some of the changes, the physical changes that they've made to the look of the Netflix app, whether you're doing it on a mobile device or on your TV? The idea that it's supposed to make discoverability a little bit easier, which I would assume in turn would actually boost viewership and engagement.
Absolutely, Romaine. I mean, this is where I think AI is really going to play such a huge role for Netflix. I mean, we've already seen, machine learning kind of really refine that algorithm in terms of, content recommendation, the UI, UX, the improvements that you just spoke about. Yes, we're seeing that. It was really evident in the Taylor versus Serrano match just a few days ago. So, yeah, I think, as we see Netflix, I mean, they've always kind of led in terms of product innovation. We're going to see them use AI even more deeply to enhance that. And all that does, it really kind of deepens their competitive moat. And it's really all about the virtuous cycle for Netflix. And we're going to see that, I think, play out nicely with all of these innovations and with the help of AI.